Thomas Stephen, who's the Director and Head Preferred at Anand, Rathi Share and Stockbrokers, joins us now. Thomas, always a pleasure to welcome you on NDTV Profit. This is a very interesting subject. We don't have many asset classes to really choose from. If silver ETF is giving you that, then it definitely calls for an analysis on how, who and when should the investments be made. So first, to the talking point of PFRDA allowing NPS to really invest in silver and gold ETF besides some of the other asset classes. For silver ETF, what will it really mean?
I see the impact on two fronts. One is for a client. The second is what it does for the ETF market as a whole. So for a client, this basically gives an opportunity for diversifying their investments across different asset classes, thereby diversifying their risk. Though the exposure is capped, but I still think it's a brilliant move. What it does for the ETF markets is that it provides narrowing down on the bid-ask spreads, thereby boosting huge liquidity. Now, one also needs to understand that pension funds or pension allocations are steady and absolutely non, commercialized or non-transactional. So the funds are going to remain for long periods of time. So even the modest flows of these funds can give a structural support to the precious metal ETF prices over a period of time.
All right, so it is not just going to improve liquidity, but a more sustained flow, and also then more investors can really look at it as an asset class of choice. Now, looking at this particular year's record and returns, Thomas, a lot of people have made money in the fabulous result that silver ETF has given. Is it time now to book profit, hold, and is it at all a time to enter with the PFRDA, this notification coming in? How do you assess this?
Given the structural demand for green energy, EVs, electronics,
yes,
and the potential continued global uncertainty, silver definitely has a case for medium to long-term appreciation. One must also understand that the supply or most of the supply of silver comes by way of or by as a byproduct of other precious metals mining. So if the prices of silver were to go high, and if you look at silver, the demand cannot expand exponentially in short periods of time. This structural inelasticity supports for higher price potential with the demand continuing. So I believe that there is a strong movement that you can expect from silver going forward. But on a cautious note, the investments are going to be highly volatile and periodic corrections are to be expected.
All right, so my final question to you, those who are invested in silver ETFs already and have seen enough profit on the book, but have also seen that this new information is going to sustain the pricing for some time. But you also mentioned that there will be correction and consolidation. So is it a good time for those who are sitting with profit to really book some profits, and those who want to enter, is it a good time to enter?
All right. So for me, the matter is not about a good time or a bad time. What's important for an investor is to understand very clearly what proportion of their portfolio has been invested into silver. If the exposure in silver now has a larger share more than the intended portfolio, I think smaller profit bookings is justified. But from a long-term perspective, if you have a time horizon of more than 5 years, I think you should enter into the silver space through the ETF routes, through SIPs or STPs, which is systematic investment plans or systematic transfer plans, rather than investing in lump sum.
All right, Thomas, Stephen, very important points made there. And, advent of a new asset class, which is looking at a stabilized potential of growth for the investors in future, and silver aided by the green energy demand is a very important aspect to watch out for, especially for diversifying the investment portfolio of the people and the stakeholders as well. Thank you so much for your insights on NDTV Profit.